own hand. 20% we need inspiration, we need people who are experts, we need mentor, we need guide, now navigators. Now these people can be your parents, can be your seniors, your teachers, some successful business personality, some unsuccessful entrepreneur, anyone. Okay, so you take inspiration from them, you develop enough skills, and then you catch that opportunity and you hit and you try your luck. Personal development is quite important. I I am saying this that it is not that you did not grow personally when you were in school. You did grow. You learned certain skills from there, essential skills taught in school. Now you have your transition has started. Now you are joining a college, and that too with the biggest change I think of this century, online learning mode, completely online. Your seniors did not see this phase when they joined in first semester. You are facing it. You gave your exam in that period of time, and how did you manage, and how stressful it was, but everything we survived. Human has this potential, our brain has this potential to survive every problem if we retain that confidence in ourselves, if we have that patience. So I'm quickly taking you to a trip of few tips which I have customized for all of you, how you can grow personally, how you can develop yourself personally, especially considering that you will be uh, facing this medium, online teaching learning medium. So while you are learning online, while you are engaged online with your institution, with your course teachers, how can you develop yourself? It is very important. Okay. So few things I would be sharing. In between, I would like you to share what you think about it. Okay. So first thing which I find essential, you cannot escape it. Otherwise, things will go out of your hand. One, you must have a time management strategy. Now, when I say time management strategy, I am saying that now you don't have to wake up early in the morning, get up, get ready, pick your belongings, and you rush towards the college. That consumes your time, and you then go there and you relax, and then you have a class. That time you can invest in some other fruitful activities. By saying time management, you should plan your day in advance. When your classes will start in October, okay, this orientation is to prepare you that you are now fit to like mentally you are actually know what you are going to face, what you are going to study, how you are going to study, how this online teaching learning mode will satisfy you. So this orientation has this purpose. We are preparing you for these classes. So once these classes starts, your classes will start like from 1 a.m. on 1 p.m. onwards. Okay, and then you have back to back 4 to 5 sessions of 50 minutes. In between, you hardly would get time to do something extra. You could just switch from one session to another session. That will consume the time. Okay. Now what happens is time management gives you schedule. You have the timetable, you will have the timetable with you. Okay, you schedule that if this class is the first class session is always about, every class session is always about syllabus and how the teacher will teach you and what medium they are going to use. They make you aware of and they make you comfortable with the course content. Okay, from there you must start that okay, this thing tomorrow's class we will discuss, or maybe okay, yesterday this concept was taught. You manage time, schedule. When will you study about that particular concept and what questions you are going to ask? Time management. If you are taking class in the afternoon period, from afternoon towards evening, how are you going to manage your morning? Are you going to wake up at 11 a.m. or 12 a.m.? No. that will not help. If you make small changes in your regular day to day life, these small changes will collaborate and become a big change for you, because these virtual classes has a limitation that we cannot see each other face to face, we cannot sit in front of each other. But it has many benefits as well. You save a lot of time, you stay at your home, you're comfortable there. So any emergencies, you don't have to rush from college towards home, you can handle it. Okay, so comfort is given to you, use it. Do not depend entirely on the teacher. Be a little proactive. When we say time management, that means you are proactive, you already know how your day will go. One. Second, which is again very essential, work on your communication skills. I'm talking in terms of both oral and written skills. When we say written, we are talking about the business way of communication via business letters, notices, memos, how these are framed. You should know when you are writing an email to your teacher, what should be the way. You must learn it now. There are few phrases which are used. I'm just giving examples. Okay. You must know how to attend these critical questions which seek your opinion. We call it critical writing, where the question is not about a yes or no, the question is not biased, it is just a statement, and they ask you to give your opinion or demonstrate or discuss it. So critical writing talks about every aspect, and it is a skill which can be learned. You can work on that. Meanwhile, your teacher can certainly help you. You can seek help from teachers, you can seek help from internet. There are several 2 weeks or 3 weeks courses available, and there are certain blogs written about it, there are beautiful articles written about it. The YouTube is flooded with certain good speakers who can help you. Okay, use online medium to the maximum, do not just stop there. Okay, then it is about communication. When we say oral communication, you will have presentations, you will have group discussions as part of your activity, classroom activities. Okay, you will have a project to explain. So there are certain things where you will be asked to speak. Now, speaking with someone, conversating with someone is just not a matter of good language command. It is more than that. It is how influencing you are when you are speaking. Can you catch the attention of those people who for whom you are speaking, like your audience? Your body language, volume, use of pitch, these things that you can work upon. And trust me, communication skills are essential to work upon. All right. Then third, make most of your online discussion, because whatever course or whatever content has been discussed in one class, how are you going to retain that knowledge if you do not participate, if you do not try to use that concept via a question? You raise a question about something, okay, you ask a question about that content, okay, or maybe you did not understand one example, then you ask other example. Or if the teacher is sharing something and you disagree and you have some content with you, use it. That can only be done when you participate. Your classroom participation is more essential than in physical classrooms. Volunteer. Do not wait for the teacher to pick your name from their list and then you will do it. Ask. Okay. Um, Fourth thing, which is now a mandatory thing, that when you are taking an online session, you are part of an online session, you must know the online session etiquette. Now, these etiquettes are not rocket science, it's very basic. One, always keep yourself muted. I think I don't have to even share it. but I'm just repeating it. You already know it. You all do it, and you all are following those etiquettes at present. Okay. If you have something, you want to ask something, you can raise your hand. You cannot use a commanding language or inappropriate words when you are discussing something, even with the faculty or maybe your classmates. The language should be that it is respectful in terms of words, it is respectful towards the classmates and towards the teacher. It is also very important. Okay, others must not get disturbed. If you think, okay, the session has come towards the end and the attendance is taking place, I still have many queries, so it is better that you tell your teacher, because your teacher is a chat away. You can put it in the chat or maybe WhatsApp the teacher separately that I am still having few queries and when can we talk about it. So she will or he will give you time, maybe in the next session, maybe the same day, maybe some day she will set up. Okay. Then is the important one, self discipline. Self discipline is very important. You are the master of your own self. You now have to command, have to rule yourself. You have to decide everything about yourself, how you are going to behave, whether you will be active in the classes or you are just sitting there for the sake of attendance, whether you are participating or you always want to become that passive listener. Okay, whether you are going to challenge. I am saying this, read to the level that you can challenge the concepts. If you do not read, you cannot challenge any concept because you know nothing about it. So whatever minimum the teacher knows or your participants knows, it will end up there. Read. Okay. Self discipline is very important. Then what I believe is stay motivated. It is very important because that is why I'm again and again I'm saying participate. Change the way. Okay, for the another 5-7 minutes you were listening, now you want to speak up, right? Change it so that you stay motivated and you stay awake, because in those 4 classes if you are only listening, there you will feel sleepy. It's human tendency. And if you feel sleepy, your brain is signaling you, it is giving signals, and you will become, you will not even realize it, when did you become from active to passive listener. And this is online version of teaching learning. If you do not pay attention for that 2 minute or 3 minute, you may miss a very beautiful example, you may miss a very beautiful concept, you may miss a very beautiful connotation. Okay, you can miss that. That could be useful, a, a useful piece of information. Okay, so you must stay motivated. We have seen it is a culture that here with our institution, with your
भाई इसमें कुछ
institution.
कमी है नंबर तो
Hmm. Ansh, please mute yourself.
अच्छा ऐसा है क्या
Ansh,
तो मेरा बीबीए में तो आएगा नहीं
Bansal,
150 नंबर आएगा
I think we have to mute him. Okay, he has been muted. See the example I'm giving you, and you have witnessed the example that you are turning into a passive listener. So I think this is the time I should ask for discussion. You, in a way, reminded me of changing the mode from listening to speaking. Okay, so I would like someone to please, can you recap what we have discussed so far? Anybody? There are 2-3 students who are continuously sharing. I appreciate it, but I want more people to come up and share. Anyone who can share what we have discussed so far. Can you revise it for us? Like,
Ma'am, I want to add one more point
yes, dear.
to your points. Like
Yes,
one
yes, dear.
must know how to leverage his or her personal strengths. It can build up a good inner self only. Like,
Yes,
what I
yes,
mean by this is using more of what you are good at to achieve what you want. So
right,
one
right,
must know how
absolutely.
to leverage how his or her personal strengths.
Certainly. And that can be done when we upgrade our existing skills, we learn new skills. Whatever skills we have has given us some potential. And if we have to take it to another level, then we must upgrade ourselves, upgrade our skills, learn new skills. Okay. When you learn new skills, you are preferred over those who do it in the required manner, okay, in the obligatory manner. Like I share an example. There were two friends. They did MBA from the same institution, and in the campus placement, they were hired by the same company. So when they were hired, they were given the same profile, same salary, same position, same work responsibility, same job position. So they joined the organization. Now within a year, friend A and friend B, two friends were there. They both of them were working for the same project. Now friend B came to know that after a year, when appraisal was announced, friend A was given promotion. High salary hike was there, and his post was a little higher now. He was promoted to a higher post. When he heard about it, though he was expecting that both of them will get promotion because both of them are doing the same kind of task, they are associated with the same project. Okay. So now this friend B, he was quite angry and disappointed with the management, and he raised this question to his manager. He went to the office of his manager, and he told me, sir, you did not do good, you're biased, you're partial. I and friend A, we both worked harder. We both worked same. Then why he is promoted and I am not promoted? You are not being fair to me. This company is not fair to me. Why have you done this? The manager did not reply him about this question. He said, okay, I am giving you one more chance. I am giving you a task and you perform this task. Both of you. He said, okay, tell me the task. He said, you go in the market and tell me that in our area, what is the price of watermelon? They were dealing with some fruits and vegetables segment. So he asked him, friend B, that you go and you find out the price of watermelon in our area. So he said, okay, I will go. He said, you go on a field trip today only. So he left the organization and he went outside, and the nearest one he found the watermelon, these street hawkers who carry this watermelon. He asked, okay, what is the price? He said 40 rupees kg. And he said, okay. He came back. So next morning, he went to the manager and he said, sir, the watermelon is 40 rupees kg in our area. So the manager said, from where did you find? He said, the nearest one I could find. So he said, go a little away and find out the difference in the price of watermelon. He said, okay. So the same day in the evening, he went outside on the field trip and he went a little far from his organization, and he found a new vegetable seller, and he asked fruit seller, what is the price of this watermelon? So he said, it is 37 rupees. So he again came back. When he came back, he could see friend A sitting there, already sitting with the manager. He went inside and he told, so the manager asked, okay, did you find the difference? He said, yes, I went a little farther from the office and I could see another fruit seller, and he told me that the price is rupees 37. So sir, the price difference is 3 rupees. He said, okay. So he asked, okay, friend A, I gave the same task to you. What information do you have? Now, what this friend A did, he was carrying his laptop. So he turned the laptop towards the manager and friend B and he started sharing. He was having a spreadsheet wherein he found how many fruit sellers are there total in our area, how many of them are selling at one price and how many of them are selling at different prices. He combined and he told us, so what basic averages we have, that there are 6 sellers selling for 40 rupees, 7 sellers selling for 35 rupees, there are sellers who are selling for 30 rupees. So sir, if we look at our company, I give you a better option that these person who are selling at 30 can be our sellers, buyers. We can buy it from them. And if we buy it, he calculated, sir, this would be the profit. They are little farther away, but if we add the transportation cost, even then it is not coming out as rupees 40, which the nearest fruit seller is selling. Moreover, the stock, the kind of stock we want, the number of watermelons we require in kilo, these nearest ones cannot sell it. I came to know that these fruit sellers, they can be the bigger suppliers of these watermelons, and they are ready. And such activity has been performed by our competitor firms as well. Now friend B knew why did he get promotion. Why friend A got promoted. Can you tell me why friend A got promoted? Anybody?
Ma'am, smart work.
Smart work. Yes, Mranile. I cannot pronounce your name. Yes, Miss Gupta.
Ma'am, friend A got the promotion because he did a little extra work, went a little further, did more research on the same topic, and came back with more beneficial and more results with more evidence to back up.
Right. Yes. Any other one? I guess a few of all you also raised hands. Arpit. Yes, Arpit.
Ma'am, friend A is doing work in an organized way.
In the organized way. Okay. Anyone else? Please share.
Well aware about their surrounding.
Uh, can you repeat what you said, dear? Ansh Singh. Please unmute yourself, Ansh.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ansh,
Ma'am,
what do you think?
ma'am, I think that, ma'am, the friend, ma'am, the A1,
Hmm.
he worked in a organized way and a
Hmm.
proper way. So
Hmm.
he gathered information for the organization. And the friend B, he was, he done the work as a layman,
Hmm.
not in a beneficial way.
Hmm.
But the friend A, he has done the work in an organized way so that his company can get the benefit from the.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good.
Ma'am,
Good.
the person A was
Yes.
totally aware about the surrounding.
Hmm. Okay. Chahat, you have raised hand here. Please
Ma'am, the
share.
person A was more collective,
Hmm.
sophisticated, and
Hmm.
was working for the company. He was gathering the information for them
Hmm.
because, like, he wants to get information just because he wants to work for the company. He was the more effective one. And the other one was just working for the sake of it just because the boss said him to do this.
Yes. Yes. Yajvin, you've raised
Yes,
hand
ma'am.
here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, dear. Yes,
Ma'am,
dear.
ma'am, the person, the A1,
Yes. Yes.
ma'am, he made the situation simplified, ma'am, and the
Hmm.
B, he made the situation difficult, and he was not able to gather much information that will do the job.
Yes. Yes. See, now you know you can identify. Uh, Both of them were working. They were okay working. Even friend B was also working. But the kind of work he was doing, management could not make any decision over it. So the kind of information he gathered was not enough to make a constructive decision. But when the same task is given to friend A, he used his skills, he used his brain, that how my information can help the organization make useful and required decision on time. I should do the 360-degree evaluation of the topic, of the task given to me, and I should have in hand every information which they can ask to make a decision. This is the difference. This is the difference between an average worker and above average worker. So we all wonder. Sometimes you will also wonder when the exam result will come. We too studied together, and even the answers, now the mode is objective, but when we write subjective, they come up and they ask, I filled 3 pages, he also filled 3 pages, how come he is getting 9 out of 10 and I'm getting 6 out of 10? Ma'am, you're not fair, you're biased. So I ask them, okay, you do one thing, you read your answer first and then you read his answer or her answer. Read, because I'm going to ask you about the difference. It's not about the number of pages you filled. Sometimes they say, okay, I filled 3 pages and he filled only 1.5 page. Why, ma'am? ऐसा क्यों? So we ask them, oh, you read the answer and come up with the differences. And they come up with the differences and they say, yes, ma'am, very constructive answer. The answer has been given in the same tone the question was demanded. So the first line I started reading as a teacher, as an examiner, I started getting those factors directly hit. And when we read of the average student, he started with the theory, then he started with the nature objective, which were not demanded. Hit direct question, direct answer, change the tone. It can only happen when you develop yourself personally. It is quite important. Learn new skills. Now, when you are on online format, this online learning teaching format, explore internet. You can teach us, trust us. Your generation is way ahead of using technology and contributing to the technology than us. You can teach us, you can train us in a certain manner about technology use. We have experienced it in past and we feel so good when the students come up and they said, ma'am, you are doing it in a very long way, in a very hard way. Do it in a smart way. There is this app, there is this technology. Okay, there is this link, you use it and your work like, you know, it can happen like this in second, and we are amazed. Use it. Your personal development will differentiate you, will, you know, differentiate you from the average one. If you want something beyond average, become something beyond average. Okay, now quickly shifting my attention from personal development towards character formation. The kind of development you will have, the kind of character you will become. And in order to become a good character in life, okay, it is nothing but your identity. It depends on 6 important pillars. The first one is trustworthiness. Bring that element in you. Be trustworthy. People should trust you. It can only come when you are honest, when you keep your promises, when you are loyal, and when you have this integrity factor in you. When we say keep your words and keep your promise, that means if I give you a very simple and relative example, if you promised the teacher, okay, I will submit it because the deadline has crossed, and now you say, okay, give me 2 hours more and I will submit it. If you are unable to submit it even after 2 hours, do not go underground. Okay, just confront it, admit it, keep your promise. I am sorry, I could not even make it for 2 hours. And you will see, when you keep your words and you are quite honest in sharing, admitting, giving opinion, everybody will start trusting you. Your character will be formed in the eyes of the teacher. Then respect, second pillar. Gain respect, get respect, give respect. Respect in terms of humanity. Everybody is human around us. Even the animals, they deserve respect. They're living beings. These plants, they deserve respect. Environment deserves respect. These days, environment is the only one who's deserving respect because we are dependent on the environment. It's our ethical duty to give respect to others, no matter they are senior or junior to you. Okay, stop this stereotyping nature that those who are these people who are into these job of cleaning the toilets, or maybe wiping the floor, or maybe opening this elevator for you, they are not worth respect. They are worth respect. Everybody, give them respect. It builds a strong character of yours. Third one is responsible. Be responsible. When we say responsible, is a person who's responsible is found to have self control. He takes accountability of all the mistakes, all the profits, all the losses. He does not escape it. He does not run from it. He is proactive in approach. If you are responsible and you know that, okay, I am the one who is going to submit this project, not other group members, you will be proactive in completing it. No matter somebody left few pieces of work for you and you know they could have done it, but you will not wait for them now because it is your responsibility. The teacher as a group leader will ask you to submit it. The teacher will not ask other group members. It will happen. So this time if you do it, next time if you become the group leader of the same group, they will respect you. They believe in you. They will have trust in you that this person, this girl or this boy, we can count on. Fourth is be fair to everybody. When we say fairness, it is about being impartial, being open. Stay open, be very transparent, be fair to everyone. Fifth, caring. It should be the nature, it should be in us. Caring. You should care about yourself, your institution. You should care about your organization, your customer, your employees, your juniors, seniors, everybody. The kind of care they deserve, you must give them. Do not overdo anything. See, when we start overdoing anything, we kind of get deviated from the goal which we were following, from the destination which we were following. Do not overdo. Keep a balance of everything. And when you are quite natural, you will never overdo anything. Then is citizenship. It is the social responsibility. Be a good citizen to your country because your country is your identity. Whenever you go outside, even for higher studies or for job, first question they will ask you, which country are you from? Okay. Now, I won't name, but there are certain countries which does not get enough respect in the eyes of other world countries. So can you see the
Pakistan,
difference of
China.
country? Yeah, China these days is like everybody is throwing balls at the China about criticizing the economical aspect and another angles, and so even if you are a brilliant student in China and you've got nothing to do with the politics of China, and if you happen to visit or study in America, they can raise some eye. Okay, he's from China. So people, your country is your identity. You must be a good citizen. If we become good citizen, let's do our good part to our country. Do not take responsibility of the whole world, and do not even think, okay, 50 of the people living in my neighborhood, they are doing nothing for the country, what could I alone could do? No, do your part. It will give you that confidence, that peace, and that self motivation that I am an inseparable part of the country. These 6 pillars: trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, care, fairness, and last, citizenship, will help you build a strong character. People will identify you with your character. Okay, and do not forget to develop yourself. See, what happens is, when I am keen to develop myself, I do not held the responsibility. I do not, you know, account on others. When I want to develop new skills, I can do it. on my own. Let it be communication skill. These days what is happening is you do not need a person or an institution to teach you good communication skill. You just google it and everything is there for your disposal, at your disposal. Everything, people are there, and you will realize that in no time, you will not even realize how gradual it is. The change is so beautiful and gradual that you will see, okay, now somebody will ask you, oh, you are improving in communication, your confidence is at another level. Then you will realize, okay, these websites, these books, these articles, these speakers, they were helping me a lot. So time is calling up, and we have to end this session though, so that another session you can join on time and in time. And I have taken the attendance also. It was very nice talking with you because you people are quite interactive, and I would love to teach you in the days to come. And any query you have, anything you want to add in the next 2-3 minutes, please share. I would love to hear you. All are invited. Please share.
Ma'am, lacking like keeping the ego behind also help one's in personal development, right?
Yes, yes, certainly. Ego and success cannot go hand in hand. That's true because you need help of other people, and if you have ego, it will be very hard for you to work with others. Others will also not work with you. Ego has nothing to do with success.
Ma'am,
Yes,
when we talk about ki we should not be biased. But when
yes.
we talk, but when we see in real world, uh, it looks so unreal. We must be sometimes we become partial in some situations. We cannot be impartial all the time.
Um, can I quote it under the term dilemma? Sometimes a dilemma hit us. We have two options, and in both the options there are negatives and there are positives, and we are not able to decide what to do. Such dilemmas would come. The decision making has to be there. You can only choose one option, and you know that if I choose one option, another option, there will be a disadvantage. When we say we should not be biased, I am saying we should not take over the credibilities of someone else. Okay, in a group, if one member has done maximum of the task, everyone should take this into accountability and must give him the kind of recognition he deserves. Okay, it goes for teachers also. Do not go biased. Like we is that is why I was saying that there are many students, including you, who are participating again and again. I appreciate. Why not others? I want everyone to participate. So when you will go in the real world, you will see that practice is quite different from theory.
Yes.
Okay, yes, but then it depends upon your personal ethics and your personal way to lead the life. And if you are being fair, nobody can stop you from being fair. Nobody can stop you, trust me. This is something which is my decision solely. No one can ask me to be unfair.
Okay.
Right? Yes, anybody else? So, can we, before I leave, I wish you all the best. I welcome you one more time in DVIMR family, and I hope and I will pray for all of you to stay healthy during this, sensitive time of the COVID pandemic, and you successfully start and you successfully complete within 3 years your BBA, and have a bright future ahead. Keep
Thank you, ma'am.
improving.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Yes.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Can we just say bye to each other and we end
Bye,
this
ma'am.
meeting?
Bye,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
Bye.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye,
ma'am.
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
ma'am.
Bye, dear.